switch. They saying you switching, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I took no risks. Why bet you wanna be famous, huh? They act like they made us, huh? You know I'm icy in Vegas, huh? This for the that hate us, huh? I make a lot of new money, huh? When it's not savers, huh? You be liking my flavor, huh? I think it's cause ice on the red, on the red, on the red. Watch out, judge. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Go. Go.
First carry for Royce Freeman. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Bandit. Bandit.
Here's Freeman. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Freeman. And some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Hill. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On the draw, this will be Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. King. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll look to run with Freeman. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there. 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Bang, 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 bang. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
2nd and 2. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Down, 50, plant. Hey, high 7.
45 the mark. Here we go, here we go. Hey, check it, go.
1st and 10, stick. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
That's right, baby.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And again this time to the tailback. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Freeman a 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 15. That good for 19 and a 1st down. So they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Mike 59. Know your job.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Royce Freeman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Hunter Henry brings it in. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stick. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 20. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? 30 base. Hey, Sam off. Switch gears. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, team. Pilot, 64, weak. Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Set. 10 Lobo. Go.
Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. 45, Mike, 45.
Hey, Haywood.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a short return to the 6-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, Guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Second and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. King into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what?
That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Broncos 13, Chargers 7. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. Remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. on second down. It's Freeman, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
It's a loss of 2.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about
through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
Broncos 13.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second and 11. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Put it to him, Jet. Run it.
Here's King. Off play action. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. King off the play fake. He's got this complete to Hamilton. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is indeed good. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
36-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Ready.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You remember me? You remember me?
Hey, Duke. Look at me. Zipper. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Stick from the gun. Looking for Allen, he's got him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
On the ready.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let go. X3. Who get it?
On second down, it's Stick. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now King on 3rd down. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran.
Scrimmage the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. King. And the catch made by Hopkins. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about. Can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Trip. You got Trip. You got 3. 61. Next ball.
King now to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now they try the right side here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces forward. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Let's get off the field. Back.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the taunts. Finding room at the 30. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. 83 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
14-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Charlie.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll throw on 2nd down his stick. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
He's checking.
Leo. Hey, exit. Lee Griffin.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Derek Wolfe drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Watch out for Hill on the return. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position, maybe. Turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Off the play fake. King. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he spins through. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun throw for Stick. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A very good gain on 1st down, 9 yards on the dump-off. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Stick looks to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers 35, Broncos 23.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. A beautiful fake. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Rock it. Hit it.
It's Eckler again. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Badgley on for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Next to score, Chargers 42, Broncos 23. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
Now the ball comes loose, and this is recovered by the Chargers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Bring it. Bring it. Check the backer. Check the backer.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
80 weapon.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
This ain't nothing for the